Hatshepsut was a female king of Egypt who attained unprecedented power for a woman in her time by adopting the full titles and regalia of a pharaoh. She was born around 1504 BC and was the elder daughter of King Thutmose I and his consort Ahmose. Hatshepsut was married to her half-brother Thutmose II, son of Lady Mutnofret. Thutmose inherited his father's throne about 1492 BC, with Hatshepsut as his consort. Hatshepsut bore one daughter, Neferur, but no son. When her husband died around 1479 BC, the throne passed to his son Thutmose III, born to Isis, a lesser harem queen. As Thutmose III was an infant, Hatshepsut acted as regent for the young king. Eventually, the two became corolars of Egypt, with Hatshepsut being the dominant king. Hatshepsut was usually carved or drawn as a man, complete with muscles and a beard, as was the artistic tradition for pharaohs. However, she always made sure the art included a reference to being a woman, such as daughter of Re or His Majesty herself. She reigned from 1473 to 1458 BC as a pharaoh of the 18th dynasty. Traditionally, Egyptian kings defended their land against the enemies who lurked at Egypt's borders. Hatshepsut's reign was essentially a peaceful one, and her foreign policy was based on trade rather than war. She did, however, start her reign with a short successful military campaign in Nubia. Toward the end of her reign, Hatshepsut allowed Thutmose to play an increasingly prominent role in state affairs. After her death, he ruled Egypt alone for 33 years. At the end of his reign, an attempt was made to remove all traces of Hatshepsut's rule. Her statues were torn down, her monuments were defaced, and her name was removed from the official king list. For some reason, Thutmose believed that it was necessary to essentially rewrite the official record of Hatshepsut's kingship. Perhaps in order for him to be remembered as the only king during her reign. The cause of Hatshepsut's death is not known. Her mummy was missing from its sarcophagus when her tomb was excavated in the 1920s. However, Egyptian authorities announced they identified the female pharaoh's mummy as Hatshepsut in tomb KV60A. The mummy showed an overweight woman just over 5 feet tall, bald in front but with long hair in back, who died at about 50. Obese, plagued with decayed teeth, the mummy also suffered from cancer, as a metastatic deposit in the pelvic bone revealed. There are several theories about her demise, including that she either suffered from cancer or was murdered, possibly by her stepson. A vessel found featuring an inscription saying it belonged to Hatshepsut could hold the answer. At first, Egyptologists believed that the small bottle held residue of dried-up perfume. After 2 years of research, it was announced that the flagon was a kind of skincare lotion or even medication for eczema. The skin lotion's ingredients included large amounts of palm and nutmeg oil, polyunsaturated fats that can relieve certain skin diseases, and benzopyrene, an aromatic but also highly carcinogenic hydrocarbon. So it is possible that Hatshepsut poisoned herself without knowing it. The queen had a chronic skin disease, and she may have found short-term improvement from the salve. As a result, she exposed herself to a great risk over the years. More and more Egyptologists seem to adopt this theory since there are no further evidence concerning other theories.